Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Varteta Learning Platform, and today in this series of TypeScript we are going to discuss like how many ways we can declare a variable in TypeScript. So this function I have written for testing the declaration whatever we are going to do here, and if you want to see something, some results, some output, and for that I have just created this function and I have called this function outside this function. So just like JavaScript, and you know that TypeScript is the superset of JavaScript. So anything that we write is a JavaScript style. The only difference is in the syntax. Okay. So function test declaration. So first of all, I'm just going to discuss like this is the first method of declaring the variable where you give a particular name to the variable and also provide the type of that variable and also assign it some value. Like you can assign something like null as well, and here you can assign some proper value as well, and here you can also give something like undefined. So that is the way you can define the variable when you provide the proper name and the type name and the actual variable name. So here let me just show you. If you provide something like console.log and provide a, then the value will be properly written here, right? The 10 will be printed. And apart from that, console.log, if you use this type of operator, we will discuss about this type of operator later as well. But as of now, for today's video, just understand that this type of operator provide you the type of this particular variable. If you have defined it, then you will get it. Okay, so let me just run it. To run it, let me just open a new terminal, and you can also do one thing, like just like rather than going every time to the command prompt and git bash separately and just to run these scripts, the tsc file, the tsc command, rather than that you can just simply select it here. Rather than PowerShell, you can open it in git bash or command prompt or in the PowerShell. PowerShell is the default, so I think in the PowerShell as well it will work fine. So my scripts have been placed here: C drive TypeScript, sorry, cd space c/TypeScript, and here if you see these are the files TypeScript.js where I have placed this code. So I'm just going to show you the demo. So tsc test script.ts, when you run it, it will not give you any error. It will compile it successfully, transpile it successfully. Basically now I just need to run this. So node and run this. So you can see that 10 has been printed from this first statement, and then type of a, type of defines the shows the type of the variable. Okay, so this is the first method, the way you declare a variable and assign some value to variable. Now let's see the other methods. So I have just already created all these things. So it's like these two things we can print only with type and no assignation. So let's see. So here you can see like I have given the type, but I have not assigned anything. So if you don't assign anything, then by default this is declared with this is get assigned with undefined. Okay, so when we will print C and D by calling this test declaration, you will be able to see that the values printed will be undefined. So let me just again transpile it. I just transpiled it, and now I'm just going to run the node command, and you can see that undefined has been printed. So if you don't provide any value and if you have only provided the type, then in that case undefined will be printed. But if you see like type of C, then in that case it will be printed like number, because we have provided the type, right? So it will be like undefined, and type of C is also undefined, right? So when you don't provide any value, then in that case type of C, basically anything that has been assigned to it, based on that the type is also defined, right? So this thing you need to remember, because that this is the place where we were we were thinking like it will give me the type of C as number, but it given me undefined. So the thumb rule is that the type of value that has been assigned to this decides the type of this variable. So even if you have explicitly declared it as number, but you have not provided any value, then the provided value is considered to be undefined, and this undefined will be the type of this particular variable. Okay, so this is how it works. And now let's see one more thing. If I just write var C and then print type of C, then what happens? Yes, C, and now let's see node. Okay, so here as well you can see if you have not provided any value, then it is undefined. The type is always undefined. It is not like if you provide the number here, then it will behave like it is number. No, it will not print a number. Always remember this, because this is a tricky question and this can be asked in any of the aptitude tests, in any of the programming tests for your TypeScript or AngularJS for that matter. Okay, let's see a few more examples. So let me just take this one. Here you can see like I have not provided any type and also not provided any values. So you can see like assigned type will be any and value will be undefined. So here it's like assigned type when you will be, as of now it will be any. I mean, why this is any? Because if you want to provide it any value, then it can take it. If you want to provide it Vikash as a string, it will take it. If you want to provide it as 10, it will take it, right? But as of now, this has been the type of the variable declared here is any, but again the thumb rule is that if I print type of E here, then it should give me undefined. Why? Because nothing has been assigned to it, so undefined gets assigned. So in that case it will simply print undefined. But here it is of any type. Any type means it can take any value. That is the significance of assigned type any. But here when you will try to find out what is the type of E in true sense, then in that case, based on the type of value that has been assigned to it, which is undefined. In case of TypeScript, anything which has not been assigned, any type for which any type of variable for which nothing has been assigned, that becomes undefined. And when you will try to print the type of that particular variable through the type of operator, then in that case that will simply return undefined. So here again I can see like value will be undefined for E and type of E will be undefined. Both will be undefined, right? So if you print F, the same story is with F, type of F. Just an example, so you can see TSC, this thing is done, and now let me see what is the output. So both are undefined. Okay, now let's see the last one. Here we go. Okay, so here I have not explicitly provided the name of the type like number or string, anything. So I have just provided it the value 10. So even if the type of this G at the time of declaration is any, but based on the type of value provided like 10, this is a number. So when you will try to print the type of G or type of H, in that case it will print it as number. So let's run it. So there are very minute differences, so which are here. So this is the way it works, and let's see the output. Now let's run it again. So it's number. So console.log type of G becomes number. Okay, so this is the way the declarations are done. So that's it for today's video. In the next video, you will see a few more things. Till then, have a nice day and bye-bye, and please like, share and subscribe my channel.